American is supposed to do now. Like, if you go to the prediction market, they'll just misgrade your bet and take your money. If you go to the real market, like the normal apps, then the IRS is just going to jack you up. And let's be very clear, you would have it would be really hard to be a big enough loser to get yourself zeroed out. Like, you would have to like exclusively bet SGPs and stuff in order to lose enough that this 90% deal didn't fuck you over. Like, most Americans are going to end up with a random tax bill of something like an extra 2 to 8 dimes. And someone who bets really big, well, then that number is going to become astronomical.
Yeah, you just have to. This is just the price for entertainment.
That's crazy, though.
It's not a money-making venture anymore. It's just entertainment.
Yeah, that's crazy. And it's not even, I mean, it's beyond just entertainment. Like, I mean, because like with the reasonable churn, like, you can easily end up with an extra 10 grand, 20 grand in phantom income. Like, you got to pay 25 cents on all that excess. Like, people are going to be really mad when they're like, a lot of people just don't follow the news. Like, when fucking accountants get in touch with people, they're going to be really, really mad.
Yeah, I mean, or you're just going to have to bet cash in person, right, and not give anyone your ID.
I mean, well, that's the thing. We're in terms of going back to the black market, like, I mean, there's the internet books that take crypto, but like, people aren't going to go back to the bookie life. We're not going to go back to like the mafia, right?
No,
or
like, you just have to bet at the kiosk at the casino in downtown Detroit, and don't bet too much, right? And maybe you just pocket a few extra grand here and there.
Yeah, that's true. You could, if you live around a place where you can do that. There are some places in America that do that. Yeah, I guess so. Like Detroit, I think Chicago might have kiosks and so forth.
We are going to have a casino in Queens, New York. That, you don't think there's going to be a sports book there out in Citi Field?
That's a good point. That's a good point. SAC is going to want there to be betting kiosks. And I mean, that's true. That's true. Because, like, yeah, you're going to have to stay anonymous, work only in cash, and then you take the risks that come with that. Because, I mean, as it stands, yeah, they've destroyed this whole thing. And
also, no one pays taxes either.
I mean, I think people do. No one pays taxes.
No one pays taxes. Yeah. The people that pay taxes are me, and I'm getting fucking jammed up. Like, if I made more money, I'd hire, like a Manhattan accountant and then not pay taxes. Right?
That's the other thing. You got to make sure that you get a good accountant, because some accountants are hella compliant, and that's not a service.
No.
Bringing me into perfect tax compliance is not a service.
Yeah, I go to H&R Block, right?
Okay.
So I'm screwed.
Yeah, those guys take like 33% of your refund or some shit? It's ridiculous.
No, they don't. I mean, no, they don't.
They don't.
There's a flat fee.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Maybe if it's like, maybe there's a way to structure it like that.
Right.
But what if you owe taxes?
That's like
I owe taxes.
Service.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, most working Americans do end up with a refund, but fair enough. No, that's
so
fair.
I'm the person that's getting screwed here. I don't make enough money to have a crooked accountant. Like, I'm getting effed in the A.
I mean, that's true. You do want to be making more money. Like,
if I was pulling in, it doesn't matter. You think all those billionaires that are complaining that Zoran Mamdani, they're not paying taxes. Their businesses don't pay taxes.
No, for real. Like,
I'm paying taxes.
Anyway, this whole like prediction market thing is going to be a disaster, because like, there's no way to make the prediction market act right. There's no way to deal with these regulated books. Honestly, maybe we need to be sponsored by betonline.ag,
Yeah.
the most trusted name in unregulated sports gambling. I think that's what we should consider. We should consider that strongly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess let's get into these playoff games. We rode the Ducks last week, so that felt good. Quack quack there. That felt good. We were donkey brained to even consider parlaying them with the Buckeyes, who were soundly defeated.
Yeah. No, I bet the Ducks and parlayed it with Georgia. And
oh, that's right.
That
that's
also
right.
didn't work out for me. So.
Oh my God. Kirby dumb. Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand what the fuck. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? What was he thinking? Like, I wonder. We'll never know. He'll never cop to it. But I wonder, like, did he stop thinking? Did he just go, no, fuck them? Is that what happened?
I honestly don't know. I'm still in shock.
I mean, it did take me more than
amount of money
24 hours to get over it.
Yeah.
I'm
still in shock.
Still mad the next day. I was like still unaccountably mad about Kirby Smart's decision making. But there was no logic to it. There was just none. Anyway, so yeah, that was 1-1 last week. We're 5-8 for the Bulls. So I mean that's a bit whatever. 1-3 on the best bets. And we got the semifinals coming up here. So I mean, at least that's nice. We've got a couple of I guess one unexpected and one expected showdown. I was about to say a couple unexpected. I think we thought Oregon, Indiana was on. Anyway, the first one is Miami and Ole Miss. This will be from Arizona where the Cardinals play. Glendale, Arizona. The U laying 3.5 on a total of 52.5. And I guess we'll note on the prediction markets it's 60-40. I think that's fair, right? Because I mean, finally, Mario Cristobal has the coaching mismatch, and finally, he has the quarterback mismatch.
Well, okay.
They made Chambliss look good. That was Kirby was being dumb.
Yeah, and he did a bunch of shit. He had some amazing plays that's probably not repeatable. You know, like stuff that you would only happen in Madden. Okay.
Yeah.
So on the Miami side, the Cristobal and Carson Beck pairing is not who I want to be on my side or betting against late in the game if it's competitive.
So you like the Ole Miss brain trust and Chambliss better?
No. So this whole game has got me in a little bit of a scramble here. I'm a little scrambled. I have a lean, and I think I know where I'm going to bet, but I just think Miami shouldn't have been in these playoffs. Number one, then they got, they played Texas A&M, in a really windy game. Texas A&M kept turning the ball over. Texas A&M drove and was threw an INT in the end zone. That would have taken the game to overtime. The game versus Ohio State outgamed them. Miami had a 70-something yard pick six, right? So I kind of think they lucked their way here. Like, I don't think they should have been in the playoffs.
Did they? I feel like they put the clamps on Marcel Reed and Julian Sand.
I don't think they should have been in the playoffs, and I think they got lucky to be here.
Yeah.
At the same time, Ole Miss played Tulane, who, we support G5 football, but clearly outmatched, right? And clearly outmatched. And, they got pretty dang lucky with Kirby's foolishness and like 2 or 3 amazing plays from Trinidad Chambliss. Like no one expected Ole Miss to be this far either.
Now you didn't mute yourself, right?
No. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. No. Oh,
Okay.
you were just thinking. Okay, very good.
Yeah. So if you take a step back, you say, I want to bet on the team that has a better defensive line. That's Miami. I want to bet on the team that has a better offensive line. That's Miami. And I want to bet on the team that can run the ball more. That's Miami. So I think that's a pretty sound way of approaching the game of football and betting. Like, yes, we will also want to factor in coach and the quarterback. But if we look at those fundamentals, the lean is clearly towards Miami. Now, talking about coach, I'm not really sure I want to be in the crystal ball game. Okay, but looking at the Ole Miss coaching staff, some of those guys have actually left the program. They're going back to LSU. Remember, Lane Kiffin let some of those guys coach for the
Oh
Tulane game
yeah,
and the Georgia game. They're
that's
headed
right.
back, right?
That's right. That was like a
Um,
special dispensation. Yeah.
exactly. And say what you will about Cristobal, but I mean, um, this is Pete Golding's. This is his third game as a head coach, right? His
Mm.
brain trust is going to LSU. Um, we have excellent coordinators in Miami. We might have the coaching edge here too.
Well,
Trinidad is has been making crazy things happen, and Carson Beck can turn the ball over, but he's a pretty good quarterback. He's been pretty consistent this year. Um,
I
so
mean, yeah, he can put a drive together, and
yeah,
I'm gonna say Ole Miss backers are really gonna be counting on Joe Judge burning the midnight oil this week,
yeah.
and I
So
wouldn't feel good about that personally.
so we have the defensive line edge, we have the offensive line edge, we have the team that can
Presumably.
run the ball. I think we do have the coaching edge. I'm not 100% sure about the quarterback edge, but we have a solid quarterback here. Also, looking at the metrics stats, you know what Ole Miss can't do? They can't stop the run. They're like 130th in defensive EPA per rush, or like
Interesting.
128th. Yes, otherwise they're an excellent team, but they can't stop the run. So,
So really, we should have bet the under because both teams are going to end up running the ball a lot.
well, that is not. If you're Ole Miss, you don't want them to. You don't want to play in that. You don't want to play that style of game because that's how Miami will kill you. They'll just slowly bubble constrict you to death. You're going to need explosive plays out of Trinidad Chambliss and make Miami throw the ball. That's how Ole Miss wins the game. Is not by
Mm.
running the football. It's
I don't
making
like
magic happen on deep shots.
I don't like their chances of enforcing that game script.
Me neither. We're we're going to lay 3.5?
I guess we have to, although really we should be looking to the alt spreads if we had any conviction. But I also think the game, I like giving out the under, honestly. I'd go under 52.5. Like I think Ole Miss, Miami's going to start out with a controlled pace, which if you can see they got an edge running the ball, fucking Cristobal can see it. So they're going to run a lot. The clock is going to churn. Like, I don't know if Miami scores a bunch of touchdowns, obviously go over. But I don't know if they're going to be hella efficient in the red zone. I don't know if Miami has been so far. Um, Miami also turned the ball over in the red zone in that A&M game, didn't they? I think both quarterbacks did.
They both did, yeah. And
Um,
in both of these
but
playoff games, Miami was scoreless. I think they were scoreless or scored 3 points in the A&M game. And then what was that Ohio State Miami box score? Miami scored 14 in the first half, but held the Buckeyes to 0. I think if we're gonna look towards the under, I'd look at the first half under, because like if Miami is going to boa constrictor Ole Miss to death, like you're gonna see that start to that breaking on their defensive line happen towards the end of the game, and like also considering the Frankenstein, the patchwork coaching staff on Ole Miss, like maybe they won't be able to make the proper adjustments.
We're not going to expect them to do well. Yeah, we're not going to expect them to do well at halftime.
Yeah.
Like,
so
yeah,
I like the first half under and Miami full game.
All right. Well, I think we can go with
what are we looking at first half?
26.5, because that seems to be prevailing in the market.
Let's do that.
Yeah, first half under 26.5, Miami Ole Miss. I like that. I agree. I think that's one fine wager. I think, it's going to start out slow. Yeah, it's probably not going to.
Cristobal is not going to be wanting to, have Beck throw the ball early, right? He's going to want to try to wear them down like a heavyweight bout. It's just the question is, like, can Ole Miss, are there going to be, 2 to 3, explosive plays in the first half that really fuck us here?
Right. Yeah. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean, everybody. All right. Next one up. The other semifinal, what some folks would call the good semifinal, is Oregon versus Indiana from Atlanta, where the Falcons play. The Hoosiers laying 3 in the hook on a total of 47.5. At first blush, I know that they're telling me that the Hoosiers are the better team, but I like the Ducks. Prediction market 63-37 in favor of the Hoosiers, obviously.
Yeah. Indiana was a 7-point dog at Oregon.
In Eugene. Okay.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's go ahead. We'll just take, I don't know. So we'll take 4 points off of that. So that would have been 3 on a neutral at the time, and they've gained a hook. All right. Well, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound crazy.
No. Indiana, you don't want to step in front of Indiana, but I think Indiana is going to win this game. But I wouldn't be surprised if Oregon covered. Like, I don't think Indiana's going to steamroll this team. That I don't think is going to happen.
I wonder whether they have to. I definitely like Oregon as the team that's going to handle the pressure of a close final 8 minutes, final 5 minutes. I think Oregon handles that better. I think Lanning handles that better. I feel like if Indiana wins, they fucking took the lead early, and they just did not look back. It's hard to jump on Oregon, though. They're not a vulnerable team like that. I mean, and also Lanning has the benefit of it being a rematch. Like, he's the one who's got all the new ideas, right? Like,
the problem with Oregon, which we identified.
Yeah.
The problem with Oregon of last time?
Yeah.
What do you mean, how'd that go?
Do you remember that game? Do you remember how that game went?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Like, it was tied at halftime, right? And then Indiana pulled away. So, like, they came in with even game plans, and then Signetti fucking adjusted the shit out of them.
It was 13-10 at the half.
Oh, okay. All right. Indiana led by 3 at the half. And then they won, but then they were leading like 30-13 at one point. Like, Oregon got that last touchdown in garbage time. It's like Indiana jumped on them in the second half. It might be the same story again. It might be Oregon first half to cover, and then Indiana second half.
Let's look at this real quick.
It's an interesting thought. I bet you that pays a lot. Let me see where FanDuel put that. I bet you if you play that halftime full time, it pays a lot.
it didn't. When watching that game, it really didn't feel like that was Oregon's game to win. You know, Indiana had that game by the balls from the jump, but it's possible that the Ducks just didn't really take Indiana seriously.
No. That game was super hyped. There's no question they had the undivided attention of the home team. Like, yeah, Oregon was number 3 in the nation and had the ranking advantage in this game. Fucking A. Wow, that was actually kind of the statement win of the season for Sig. But anyway, no, Oregon took them seriously. They just got beat in the second half. Lanning has some thoughts, I'm sure, but it's I could see the same game script happening. Oh, did they not do halftime full? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a same game parlay. So if I went Oregon to win the first half, and then you pricks didn't put up a second half. All right, people know what this bet is anyway. I just gotta try and find where they put it on this shit.
Well, yeah, we're not sitting in front of the Hoosiers, right?
I mean, the Hoosiers are probably going to win the game. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
I would also look to the first half under as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Both these coaches are going to try to jump on the other one, you know. Like, in point of fact, yeah, Oregon dropped a first quarter bomb. That's how they scored their touchdown to take the lead.
Of course they're going to jump on one another, but these are two really physical teams that are able to put long drives together. You know.
Hey, I wouldn't argue with that. Like, they definitely can be methodical.
I think they're both more methodical than explosive. Like in these matchups, and also like Oregon, their offense just doesn't look as good as it should with all these guys, right? They barely scored anything until overtime at Penn State. They barely beat Iowa. They only put up 20. Game. They put up 20 on these Hoosiers, but there was a pick 6 in here. You know, that versus Texas Tech's D-line. They could barely score on them. There was a touchdown in the final seconds of that game. I think Oregon is good, but just not dominant in the way that Indiana is.
Indiana really was able to stand up to them, which surprised me in the regular season.
So should we be like laying 6.5 with Indiana?
Maybe, because it hurts me to think about doing that. So that makes it better. No, it's better when a bet hurts you. You shouldn't want to think of that.
I'm going with the first half under again.
I would go. Let me find that. I would low-key go head-to-head with you on that. I would sooner bet.
Well, let's see what we got here.
Looks like we got 23.5. And yeah, I'll let you take that over. I mean, under if you want.
FanDuel minus 154. I would want under 24 or 23.5.
Okay. I mean, well, okay, yes, that's right. That is a juiced number, right? You could pay the extra juice for that number. That was minus 154 on that. So like, yeah, that goes either way. That, I mean, I'm sure it's roughly.
No.
But I'd fucks with the over. I think these teams could easily go into halftime like tied 17-17 or some shit like that. I'm not going to bet the game. That would be my actual advice. My actual advice would be to fucking not bet this.
Bet in game. Bet live.
Yeah. If you form an opinion while you're watching it, then yeah, bet on yourself. But like picking one side of this, because the only close game Mendoza had was at Penn State. Like Oregon's been in some tight games all season. And like, they're not gonna wilt. They're not gonna get froggy. They're just going to play the game.
Do you think it's more likely Indiana wins by a touchdown or Oregon wins outright?
I mean, coming into today, I would have said Oregon winning the game. But I mean, thinking about it logically, sort of looking at it, it does. Yeah, Indiana probably going to win. I don't think the betting line would be like this if there were a lot of people willing to bet on the Ducks.
Yeah, we got 76% on Indiana on DraftKings, by the way.
Interesting. But yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So Indiana on DraftKings, if you do the little alternate spread, Indiana minus 6.5 is plus 127. Oregon money line is plus 150.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
so Mr. DraftKings has made it clear that he thinks it's more likely as well. All right.
Yep.
All right. That's an interesting.
I'm gonna have some action on this game, but maybe a little sprinkle here and there, sprinkle for tie at the half, overtime, something like that. I'm gonna have some money on this game. But I can't really step in front of Indiana.
I mean, I understand that. Like they seem to always win. But you know, this is their first rematch, right? So
yes,
let's not sleep on that fact.
If you look at Sagarin, these guys are a 1.5 point different Indiana point differential in the power ratings. Indiana versus Oregon. If you look at his strong recent, there's a 10-point difference between these two.
Like, the one where you weight the recent results more.
Yes.
That makes me like Oregon now. That makes, because shit gonna change. They're gonna be how it's been. Like, that's one thing is that it ain't gonna be how it's been. Like, the Oregon coaching staff definitely is doing something differently.
If you're gonna bet on Oregon, you bet the money line. But you can't step in front of Indiana.
It feels wrong.
They just get every first down that they want.
It's a hell of a scheme, and I'm not convinced that we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not convinced Oregon can put the clamps on this team for 4 quarters. I'm going to say that much.
Yeah.
Like, they are definitely going to get some fucking points.
Is there a second half line? There has to be, right?
No, I can't find any. I don't think they're posted really. I think you can find quarter lines, but I don't think you can find second half lines.
Halves, here we go. First half, alternate first, second half. What about Indiana minus 1.5 in the second half?
Wait, DraftKings breaks it out like that?
Uh-huh.
Dude. Yeah. What is the parlay of Oregon first half, Indiana second half pay?
Oregon money line first half or plus
that is what I had intended, but show me the spread.
Plus 246.
I kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that game script.
Yeah, or if you just have Indiana second half money line, Oregon first half money line, that's a plus 208.
Oh, that pays worse? Fuck that. Okay.
Well, yeah, because it's Indiana it's a minus 105.
Oh, right. I have to lay 1.5. Right. I can't just win by 1. Right. Okay. Still in all, I see it. Yeah, I like that game script better. I like the notion of Oregon taking a lead into the half. That feels right. And then that shit gets flipped.
I mean, I think this is going to be the game of the season. I'm really looking forward to it.
We hope. I sure hope it's not a fucking blowout. That would make me sad.
But I gotta run.
Oh
And
yes.
head back home and relieve the nanny.
Yes. Let me shut this down here. All right.